up? What's up? What's up?
What is going on, buddy? How are you doing, man?
I am doing well.
So,
Um,
surgery?
Surgery, yes. Was it back on the 14th?
Yep.
Quite interesting. I don't know. Well, let's bring our guest in real quick, only because I'm sure he's always got questions when I get into this. We're gonna bring in our good friend Chase's Kingdom.
Oh, I
What's
got
up,
some
buddy?
questions. What's going
So,
on, everybody?
Questions.
so
Hails
it
from
was
the
it
kingdom.
was a trip. It was really a trip. A lot of nervousness met with a whole lot of coming out of anesthesia. It was weird. I mean,
My
the
favorite.
hospital that I went to is huge. I mean, it's one of the big ones in Orlando, and I went out there. My wife had to go drop off the kids, so I pretty much initially went in by myself. And this had to be the largest friggin' pre-op area I've ever seen in my life, and it had like something like 50 beds or something like that. I mean, it was, and they were like, we basically got in a pre-op. The lady goes, "What's your name?" I said, "My name's Chris." She goes, "Okay, bed 2. Get over to bed 2. Nurse already knows what I'm doing. They already
Dude,
got do
Abort mission. Abort mission.
at this point,
you need that too.
you
How
get,
many
get
beds?
into the get into the whole paper gown and shit, and
Oh yeah.
they come out, they give you an IV in one hand, and another lady comes and gives you another IV in this arm. And then, the anesthesiologist comes by, starts asking a bunch of questions, and they got to do something, which I don't even know what the hell they did because I didn't feel a goddamn thing. And then, you sit there for a little while and you're nervous as shit. The doctor comes by, he goes, "Hey, how's it going on?" Or my surgeon comes by and says, "Hey, how's it going on?" I'm like, "Oh, it's going." He goes, "You nervous?" I'm like, "Yep." He goes, "All right, well, the benefit is," because he had another doctor with him, he goes, "We're not nervous." So I guess that's a good thing.
Abort mission.
I like that.
Abort mission.
Well,
So,
I mean, I kind of like that.
so they wheel me out to the operating area.
Good joke.
I get into the room, and of course I got to shimmy off of the bed into basically like a metal fucking
Yep. Metal tray.
thing.
Throw them on the
And
slab.
so I shimmy over, and I feel them kind of tie my arms down. And then the lady goes, "Oh, here, this is just for some air." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Put the thing over my face, and I don't remember nothing.
They
I
got your ass.
hate coming out of
Yes, you.
anesthesia because you remember certain things. Most of it I remember because they let my wife stay in there a lot longer afterwards in the post op, and I just remember, man, my stomach was so, because they fill your stomach up with gas
Yep.
in order to have the tools hold on to your stomach a lot more. And dude, my stomach hurts so bad because of all the gas and everything, and I couldn't walk because I was just post up. Yeah, it was a trip, and then eventually got into the room and passed out again, and pretty much that's from where I remember from that point on. But I was going stir crazy in the room for a couple days. Shoulders were really sore. And then I think the only time I've actually gotten nauseous was the very first time. The second day they took us down, we had to take this nasty ass drink and put us in front of an X-ray machine. It was basically a leak test, is what it was. So you had to take this like freaking, I don't know. It said it was almost like a radioactive type of drink. They
Yeah.
could see it go through your system on the X-ray and make sure there wasn't leaking out into your body. So I get done with
Oh, I
it. The girl
forgot a
comes by
stitch.
to take me back up to my room. She goes, "How did it go?" I said, "I don't know. Nobody told me anything." She goes, "If nobody said anything to you, it went good. You're good to go."
You're a better man than me.
Okay. So
He's
then
like,
they take
what are
the
we doing?
tube.
What's the test?
They take the, because I had a tube in me too, like a drain. And the first day they were trying to put they called like a binder. It was almost like just a large fucking girdle and shit.
Right?
They're trying to put that around me, dude. This tube was right there. I'm like, this thing's like excruciating pain on there. I'm like, no fucking way we're doing this. They tried it twice. I'm like, no, not gonna happen. Just not gonna happen.
I got a tube sticking out of my side.
I,
Get the F away
I got
from
a
me.
fucking drain sitting there.
Yeah. I've
The
been
funny
through
part,
enough.
the funny part, I asked my wife later that day because all of a sudden I'm literally sitting there, and I'm all of a sudden sit there and realize I'm in a fucking cloth gown. You got a little bit of blood right around where the drain is, and I'm like, I went to the fucking operating room in a paper gown. Now I'm in a cloth. When the fuck did that happen?
They changed the clothes for you. So let me tell you what you're doing to me. Anytime I get in these situations,
Damn,
I get
brother.
nervous, right? And when I get nervous, it tends to like make me mess with other people. So when she just said, "Are you okay?" I just said, "Yeah," but I keep sounding like I get text messages and ringing in my ears. I said,
Well,
"Y'all didn't leave something, did you?"
my wife was telling me that she felt bad for the guy that was watching me in post-op because he was like freaking out trying to make me as comfortable because I was bearing like cussing up a storm because it hurt, and he's trying to like find stuff to ease my pain. Apparently he even gave me fucking fentanyl and shit.
Oh
You know,
shit!
small doses, of course, but yeah, to try to ease some of the pain and stuff like that. But yeah, it is what it is. It was an interesting. I was so ready by Saturday. I was so ready to get out of that hospital. Lady's like, "Oh, okay. Well, you got two options." You know, at the end, she goes, "Well, if you're fine, you can walk down, or you can wait for a transfer." I'm like, "I ain't waiting for nothing. I'm getting the f out of here.
Boogieing the hell out.
Going home.
I'm going home."
Yes.
Wow, man.
So I've been off since. I go back to work tomorrow. So
how are you feeling? Are you good?
I'm actually feeling fantastic. The hardest thing about this is trying to figure food out because they have you in different phases. Right now, I'm in phase 2 until next Monday. Then I get to incorporate a little bit more stuff where I'm in that for 4 weeks until I get to what they call the forever phase. And but yeah, it's just figuring food out and rethinking food and stuff like that. The first week, I was just still kind of eating the soups and the broths and stuff like that. And I was kind of getting bored. And so last weekend we kind of started looking at a bunch of different like YouTubes and TikToks and stuff, and found some pretty interesting recipes people were doing that were still within the puree type thing, like with ricotta cheese or refried beans or something like that. And the shit is great, and especially even the refried beans, dude. Especially when I can get to the next phase and I can have low carb tortillas. Put that shit in the low carb tortillas, I'll be all set.
Down.
But I can only eat. You have to see what's hard about this is they tell you got to drink like 64 ounces of water, but you also have to be drinking a lot of protein shakes too, because you have to have like 80 grams of protein a day. So you got to figure out ways that I don't know why the thing keeps doing that. You got to keep doing different things. Like with my oatmeal, I have in my morning, I have basically whey protein that has no flavoring to it at all. So I just stick a couple tablespoons of that into my protein, my oatmeal.
Gotta get somewhere.
You know, I had some scrambled eggs this morning and I put some cottage cheese in there. I don't like cottage cheese straight up, but I can put in things and it's all right.
A tub of that shit. Give me some Ritz crackers.
I can't do that.
That cheese is nasty.
I can put it in things. I can put it in things. It gives great protein.
Let's hit that chat up real quick, guys. Let's hit that chat up.
It's interesting. It's definitely good. I've lost some, and then I'm kind of stabilizing it.
Definitely. Cheers to the tech bot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir,
for making it today, bro.
Starting in here earlier, we had Miss Christina Payne in here. Oh, she's taking the kids to go see Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, it is.
Just watched it today.
I heard it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. It was okay.
We got Mr. Zach Bonifer in the house. We got Bees popping.
What's up,
Bees popping? We got Wick McGraw. And we got our good friend Candyman.
Candyman is in the house. So, did anybody see the latest like blacklight pops Funko's coming out with? Is anybody
Daredevil? Going Daredevil.
Wait, they actually got things coming out?
So, how do we feel about the blacklight pops? Let's start right there. So what do we think about? Say what?
I like them.
Are you still into them?
I mean,
are you still into them though?
I kind of am.
Do you feel like your hype is as big for them now as it was a year ago?
Yeah, absolutely. You know why? Because there's some really good characters that they still can do. And I knew they were what Funko is always famous for. They overdo things. And then as soon as they overdo things and things don't go their way, they pull out immediately. And it's like, oh, you bailed because like they were on the right track. Tell me Ghost Rider, Carnage, like those are badass characters, but yet you didn't keep it going. Could have kept it going. Instead, We're doing a whole Wakanda line. We're doing every freaking garbage movie out, and everybody's gonna hate it. Daredevil. I really like the one top left or top right.
So
But the black
yellow
one
one kind of seems
he's
cool.
badass. He is badass, but
look, so I kind of got this like love-hate relationship going on with Blacklight right now. So
it's hard, man.
I love the Blacklight stuff, right? But I feel like we have just beaten it into the ground, right?
They have.
We've just we took it past the point of like submission, and now we're just beating on it to just beat on it. And I feel like they need to stop just for a little while. But I feel y'all. The only one of those that looks like something I would want to own is the yellow one, but the yellow one's going to be one of those 10-inch like jumbo or Goliath,
that's gonna be a jumbo one,
extra large or
now
Goliath,
they up the price on those,
whatever it is that they're calling these today, right? They're the super size jumbo Goliath, Tron, XDO mega large
Blacklight comic.
Yes, that's a Blacklight comic cover. So that's it's kind of
I've never
cool,
seen.
right?
I can't remember another Blacklight comic cover though.
Is
that
a
first?
Know. I'd have to
is that
reference.
First, guys?
I'd have to reference like
I don't know. I'd have to like look. Yeah, the chat would have to tell us. We have a few people hanging out with us today. Anytime we like, anytime
that
we
would be the first Blacklight comic cover, which might be cool. But I've hit the Blacklight on my comic covers, and that plastic, it's dull. It hits it, and it just looks like a dull. Like it wouldn't look good. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because the plastic is an odd glow to begin with.
Yes.
Right, exactly. So I don't know if that would even work and look cool.
So you're right.
Very curious. I'm very curious on that.
Maybe if you got thin strips or something that sat right on the top of the plastic and went down, maybe. Just maybe. But you'd have to really display it just right for it.
I'm gonna have to take my Blacklight over to
so do you have the cellophane still on yours or not? Do you have the cellophane still on yours or not?
I have most of mine. I've taken the cellophane off.
So
most of mine I've taken out of the box.
Yeah. So the Blacklight on mine doesn't look terrible. When I flip them on, the outside box actually kind of gives it this crazy cool looking glow, to be honest. So it doesn't look terrible when they have a Blacklight on them. I don't know how that would work though. I'm with you. That's probably going to be kind of strange, to be honest. It's probably going to give this crazy glare like you've never seen. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. I seen these today and I thought, man, Funko has to like
too.
Well, I'm right there with you, Victor. I can't tell if that was an original. I can't say that comic cover is originally like that with the Blacklight type thing. I
bet it's kind
of that'd be a JB kind of question.
But it's not
right.
To ask,
because of the era that this is in, it could have been right. So what would have been the years of Daredevil?
Let's see.
Because if it was like 70s, 80s, that would definitely been like the psychedelic era. So that it could be possible that it would have been in Blacklight. 90s, it tried to come back, but only for the kids who had parents that were hippies.
They never had one. They never had one that I'm seeing.
I didn't think so, but it's possible.
This is based off of Daredevil 1, which came out in April 1964. Was originally done by Jack Kirby, and no, it was not Blacklight.
Nope.
Sad. So they took one that wasn't Blacklight and then turned it into Blacklight. All right. So anyways, I wanted to bring that up because I just wanted the discussion of, are we tired of the Blacklights or not? Right. I mean, because this is one of them to me. I feel like we've probably seen it too many times. They need to back off. They're never going to. You know how Funko goes. As long as people are buying, they're going to keep making. I'm going to say this now, though. There's some stuff out there right now that Funko's doing that I think is the first time they've really had some cool stuff in quite a while. And I'll bring that up in here in just a second. But before
that pop is just okay. So I've zoomed in on just the pop itself.
Right.
And my Blacklight's not going to, or my green screen. That is pretty cool. Now that I'm actually looking real close. So I'm telling you, get a closer look at he's in the corner. He's coming off like these rock bubbles. It says floosh. Fwoosh. FWOOSH. Didn't mean to cut you off, but like that is pretty damn cool, man. I'm just saying that.
It's different. I'll have to see it in person, and so
Yeah,
I've kind of
it's
gave
making me
up on the
change my
blacklight
mind.
collection. So there's
That's
multiple
cool.
reasons why I gave up on the blacklight collection. One is they've made everything you could possibly think of at this moment in black lights, right? They've just kept stomping it into the ground. Two, have you put black lights on yours and just left it?
Oh no, I saw that video of yours. No, I do not.
Yes, so it will fade the colors on them like you've never seen. So I set up black lights on a whole bunch of mine and just left them
Yeah,
on
with
all
black
the
lights on.
time. And it faded so many of the boxes, like took the yellow straight out of it. How
Okay.
you like take yellow ink off of something without like physically
This
like
is
using a
UV.
It's
It's technically
crazy.
Okay,
UV. It's like
real
when you get
quick,
a tan when it's cloudy.
Yes.
just to show the original. So I know I'm going back to the Daredevil thing. So this is actually, so the original comic was actually Daredevil 1, which came out in 1964, and actually
64.
had him in the yellow outfit. That's why I kind of like the yellow outfit. But this comic cover is more of a just like Quick Draw said, was more of a modern comic cover, and it was actually it's the same thing that's on the other one, because I went back and looked at the one inside of it, and it's slight. They made it slightly because like the Daredevil is a little bit more pink inside
Right.
the Funko one,
So they just
but
brightened it up.
it they brightened it up. They changed him a little bit, but the rest of the comic is, and it's got some more yellow. So they put more yellow, where see how it
Okay.
says kind of where that
And
A
it even
is or
says,
whatever. That's yellow
yeah,
on the Funko one.
even has the lettering and everything. That's what I'm saying. The stance that he's in the corner, it has the lettering, which I've never seen that other than the Nightcrawler had the lettering like that,
Yeah.
where it was part of the stand.
So it's somewhat changed by Funko, but somewhat the same.
Yeah.
Way
Yeah,
to go,
I don't know.
Funko.
I'm still not a fan of it. So I got to bring up this topic because I see that there's like a few of them on eBay. Chris is normally pretty good at this. Chris, can you see if any of them have like sold
shit.
on eBay? How do we
Yeah.
know if
Wow.
they've sold on
Go,
eBay?
go to the sold list.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I'll bring it. What is this Project Fred?
Project Fred. So I see that there's some
Yeah.
of them on there, right? And so this is like one of the other things, right? I don't know if y'all remember. Do y'all remember the what's his face made the whole I think that
All right. Project Fred is most recent as today. One sold for $449. On the 23rd, one sold for 599.95. There's a pin that sold for $60.
so they've had
Um,
two of them sold.
What were they originally?
No, they've got a couple more. The
260.
21st. So the
Okay.
21st one sold for $471.
So they
On the
doubled their money.
18th, there's another one that sold for $600, and that's pretty much it. So
Any
four.
chases? What are the chases?
So out
from?
of 750
That's
of them, you've only had like 4 or 5 on eBay sale, right?
That's actually sold.
Yeah, that's actually sold. So
That's awesome.
So what's his face that came on that? Now I don't think these have actually released yet, have they?
There are actually. I'll take it back. There may be like 5.
Yeah.
There's a few. There's one here that says somebody bought the confirmed pre-order for $500.
We'll say that there's 6. We'll say that 6 of them sold.
6 out
Out of 750 of these guys, 6 of them have sold on the secondary market on eBay, right? Now, we don't know how many has been on whatnot because we know that the majority of the people who were buying these weren't truly collectors, right? I mean,
No.
we've established
not at
that
all.
the people that went after this were flippers, right? That was
Sure.
that was what they seen was going to like go up and give them a quick buck, and so that's what they went after, right? They were going to get on there and they were going to screw all us collectors and show us how the bots work. Even though some of us have bots, they were going to show us how the bots work. But I thought these things already sold, didn't they?
Yeah, they already sold.
When did they sell?
It was like last month.
Last month?
You had to be in like it was almost kind of like a lottery style.
Did
It was
they
a whole
sell out?
process.
Do we know?
It was crazy.
Do we know?
Yeah,
if
they sold out. They
Are we
definitely
sure?
sold out. Oh yeah.
I feel like maybe
Yeah.
we were lied to.
Yeah, possibly. I
So, well,
mean,
you know, Funko's been like
you know.
notorious for like building fake hype, right? And there's a name for it, and I can't remember what the name for it's called, but there's a term for it when you like it's not like bait and switch. It's a little bit worse than bait and switch. It's being very deceitful, right?
Key lighting and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. It's
but
Macari. Let's see. Yeah, I can't find them on whatnot, but they're definitely everybody. And that was another slick thing that I thought, you know, that they've been doing a lot of lately. Pre-order, because then they only have to make so many. Where before it was like they had a certain lot, and that lot would go until it sold out. And that is no longer the case. Now it's
yeah,
the pre-orders up, and they pre-order for as long as they already know the number. They don't tell us the number, but the pre-order it, but they can let it go for it's starting to slow down. It's starting to slow down. Let's stop it.
yeah. So this is what I'm gonna say, man.
And
I'm gonna
then they
honestly
make them.
say that
That's
these are gonna
pretty
end up
damn.
in the Buckhead warehouse, right? We're gonna see these
Oh
in one of the
man, could you
Buckhead
imagine?
warehouse sales. And everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I thought they sold out." We all know they didn't sell out. If they sold out,
Because they
why
get
have
no
they only sold
redeemables.
5 of them on eBay? I mean, if they were so like popular and the hype was so big, why did we only get 5 that sold on eBay? Yeah, I mean, Quick
Oh
Draw
man,
has a point, man. I'd rather like go to get no
yeah.
redeemables on NFTs than get this stupid Project Fred. I tried to get it the Project Fred, but wasn't able to. So this is kind of what I heard through the grapevine is that there was like a lot of bots that had so they were a bunch of fake accounts. So they stopped
I'm not
people from
surprised.
so they stopped people from you had to put in your email address and then get
Yep.
picked. But what I was told is that people were using tons of email addresses to enter, right? So I would use because I probably have 3
This
email
one on
addresses that I
15K.
currently use, right? So
I
people were
knew
using
Candy would know.
all of their current email addresses, and then flippers were using lots of current email addresses, and people were just using
Well,
lots of email addresses.
and I think I remember when they put that out, came and said they sold it like 15,000 people, but I don't know how many of those were actually real account type things that
Right. So that's
that were
what
going
they
on
say
there.
though.
That's what they
Yeah.
claimed, but I don't know how much of that is true, to be
And then
honest.
normally, like
Mm-mm,
I would say
mm-mm.
that it's just us that said that, but Captain Pop said that. There was a few other people that like jumped in there and said that in the post that they made. They're like, yeah, 200 was it 200 collectors and 4,000 flipper
Emails.
emails. I mean, so there was a few people who like jumped in on those comments that I thought was crazy because normally we're the only ones that like really tell the truth. I think when it comes to a lot of this, I feel like a lot of other people like hold their tongue and don't say the quiet part out loud to where we tend to say the quiet part out loud. And so I don't believe it because I don't feel like enough of them had sold on the secondary market. I feel like if there was this much of a hype behind them, that more of them would have sold
I
on the
agree.
secondary market than 5. I mean, I just
Yeah.
I
it
mean,
d
it
doesn't make
when
sense.
once they actually release, I mean, so technically, even those 5 or 6, people are only really buying pre-orders right now. They confirmed pre-orders. So maybe once they actually get released, maybe that'll change. I mean, it's really hard to tell.
I mean, limited 750 Candy Man,
I
15K.
I just
I
don't
mean,
think so, guys. I think this is gonna be one of them. I do believe that if you get the chase, it will be valued at $320. Let's give it a 320 number, is where it will fall down to. But I bet that it originally
mm,
sells to upwards of $600. There'll be collectors that'll get it, that'll wish they didn't get it in 2 months when the value like plummets, as Funko always does. Because this is listen to me, and I know there's a lot of
you
people that are
know
like,
it's
oh,
true.
they're like, oh my God, Wayne's on it again. This is what's gonna happen, right? They're gonna make this one, and they did the chase variant in red, right? Then they're gonna
Yep.
come out with another one in a few months because this is called Project One,
Then
right?
then it's gonna be
Project One.
chromed, and then it's gonna be blacklight,
Yes.
and then it's
Yep.
gonna be
They're gonna
Venom.
make the same Freddy 5
Oh,
different times in different color outfits and be like, it's a new one because this one is in this outfit and this one's a
no, we're
blonde.
getting Franny next.
Yep, this one's a
Oh, good
blonde and
lord,
that
yes,
one
I
was a
just heard
brunette.
about that.
Watch what I tell y'all. See,
Why are we doing a twin sister?
We're
Why?
getting Franny next.
that's kind of what Funko has just been notorious for so long. Unfortunately, it's so
Oh, so
easy to
bad.
like predict
So
what they're
bad.
gonna do. But this is what I'm gonna say, right? Because I was kind of like doing the searches I always do when it comes to coming on lives and hanging out with you guys and doing these lives together. I was checking out like what Funko has coming soon because look, man, I've been so busy. If I told y'all how many hours I'm working in a day, y'all wouldn't believe me. Y'all be like, it's just
You're putting in them candy hours.
man, and I still got like 60 orders to fill when I get off this live. I mean, so it you wouldn't believe the amount of hours that we've all been putting in this house. There's 3 of us, and I bet we're all working like at least 12 plus hours a day. But
While you're packaging those orders, have you gotten a chance to check out
Cha-ching.
X-Men 95 and 97?
what is no? I
I'm
don't
liking it.
X-Men
I'm
like
liking
the
it.
show at
Well,
97.
they and
Oh,
a lot
throwback
they
vibes.
did take a lot of heat
Oh.
on it because, of course, you remember, of course, there was an X-Men 97 that came out back in the 90s, and it got all the way up to, you know, the big battle, and Disney actually has continued past it. Now, of course, most of the people that are harassing about it are these younger kids that don't really understand because it's really it's very anime type of style, sort of, to a certain extent. And dude, I'm loving it. I mean, this is for us. This is for our generation. It ain't
Right.
for their generation. This shit's for our generation.
Candyman, hats off to you, brother. But I'm going to tell you, it's been taking a toll on my old ass. it's been taking a toll on me for sure. So it's funny that you're talking about that because Funko has a few new X-Men that I was wondering actually where they came from, and this must be from like the X-Men 97. I mean, because this is clearly the older Wolverine. This is clearly the older Sabretooth. I mean, so this is clearly the older one. So that's where this must have come from. And this is what I was saying when we like just came on. Funko is honestly coming out with some pretty cool stuff, and I haven't been able to say that in quite a while. I've been like, "That's trash. That's trash. This is garbage." That you should have like ran over that one 5 months
As long
ago,
as they
right?
stop shrinking the size of the pops.
Yeah, I mean, we both know that Wolverine's only this big. Wolverine's only ever been this big. Also, he's only look.
It's really a bitty pop.
Yes, so check this out. I wish I had my Wolverine within like hand's reach. Chase has been a member for 37 months. Let's go. So I wish I had my Wolverine here. The first time I got a Wolverine, I looked at him and said, "Why is this dude so small?" And I was with one of my buddies when I got him, and they're like, "Well, that's because Wolverine's only 5'5", and I was like,
Yeah, he is
"Hold on."
a short. He is.
I was like, "That's not true," and they were like, "Oh yeah, he's 5'5" and like 360 pounds." So then it made me look it up, and lo and behold, he's only like 5'5" and 360 pounds.
He's one of the shortest characters around with the biggest attitude of them all.
Yeah, well, he's got the exoskeleton, and it makes him super heavy. Blah 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 blah.
And they already screwed us in the Deadpool movie because he's the same height. Like
which I thought was crazy because
because I think what's his name is actually taller than Ryan Reynolds.
Yep, by an inch.
So
I mean, so they kind of messed us up, and you're right in that movie because Wolverine is supposed to be like 5'5". I mean, so he's supposed to be shorter than Deadpool. But anyways, they're coming out with some pretty cool stuff. You have the battle damage Wolverine.
That one I like. It's got the original outfit. That's the original outfit colors.
Look, and that's why I'm telling you, I wasn't even lying when I said, look, they're kind of coming out with some fire. I mean,
coming hard. They're coming hard on this.
This one I'm liking.
Sure.
Even the Fatal Attraction one. I think it's the next one you have on there.
Should have made him like 1,000 pounds. LOL, Mr. Mark. What's popping, brother? What's popping? How are you doing tonight? So the battle damaged is really cool, right? I think we can all agree on that one. I don't necessarily like this one right here. Is just okay.
I like the Fatal Attraction one. That's kind of cool.
This one to me is just okay, right? This one's cool, but I think if they did this one, it should have been like the Deadpool version because we both know that all three of us know there's a scene in that movie where he has Deadpool like this. What's that?
I'm actually gonna tell you, out of all of them, you know what this makes this so great is the hair.
Yeah, no mask, the hair.
Yes,
no mask and the hair. It's awesome, and the claws out. You can't.
He's got the full mutton chops, just rocking mutton.
Simon's in the house. What's going on, brother? How are you doing?
Simon, what's up?
So check this out, and then we're gonna get into
Weapon
like
X is cool.
this one. I
Got
think.
Old Man Logan.
Look, this is one of them that has to go in my collection.
Well, this is after. This is not after X-Men '97. This is after 50 years of Wolverine.
Yeah. So this is the much older Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
This is
little
later in life Wolverine.
You got
The
Weapon
movie
X.
was actually good.
Weapon X Wolverine. I don't never heard of this one.
This is
And,
right
yeah,
after he got put the metal into his body and shit like that.
Don't like it.
And then you can't down the classic right
RoboCop.
there.
That's that was RoboCop. Wasn't that
Right.
RoboCop?
You can't down that classic.
That's
that classic Wolverine right there is awesome.
Let's
All right,
talk
here
about
we go.
this for a minute. Right?
Nickelodeon pops.
So
Nickelodeon still exists.
these are things that I thought we would have
Still
never
goes.
seen. So this is going to be a line that I thought would have
Thornberry
never happened,
line.
but I'm excited that it did because check this out.
No, there's only two in that Nickelodeon line that is cool, and it's down. Keep going. Not even that one.
Oh, Jimmy Neutron.
What is this?
No,
We have Jimmy Neutron.
that's
Are
still
you
not cool.
joking?
Nope.
Are you living on
Not a
another
fan.
planet? What is wrong with you?
No.
They got Jimmy Neutron. Man, they're about to do some wild stuff with Jimmy Neutron. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah, he
I'll be
was
seeing
directed
those.
by
I'll be
James
seeing
Snyder.
those at Five Below.
They're about to start doing some wild stuff. with
Now,
Jimmy
hey,
Neutron.
go back out there and go down to the next row, and then you got something that you gotta have people going for.
All right, so
Let's
yes,
go.
we're gonna
Ren
get there.
and Stimpy.
We're gonna
That's
get there.
what's up.
I got
Ren-
you.
Ren and
The
Stimpy
greatest
right there.
episodes, too.
I don't even know what this kid's from.
Rocket. Who? What?
I don't really know what this one's from.
He's wearing a
But
helmet.
they finally got that Nickelodeon license, and they're going to abuse it like no tomorrow.
Like, no, can't have him. He's got this.
No tomorrow. They're gonna.
Yeah, well,
just-
Nickelodeon,
skateboard.
is
He's gotta have a
probably
helmet.
selling the license pretty
Yeah, that's
cheap
what's
after
up.
that documentary of
Space
them came out.
Madness.
What is
Yeah.
this?
Space
You-
Madness Ren. There
You
you go.
got
That's
Ren
Up,
and
coming soon.
Stimpy.
Notify me.
Ren
Gotta
and
have him. Gotta have
Stimpy.
him. I
Are
got the
you
two
messing
original
with
ones.
me right now?
Gotta have
Yeah.
him.
Do you
Chase versions with the
know?
spots. Oh, it's so good.
Do you know how much fun they are about
Oh,
to have with some of
There's-
these like Nickelodeon
Oh,
pops?
can I get him?
They're gonna have a dog, cat dog. Do y'all remember that thing?
Oh yeah. Didn't they
They're-
already do Cat Dog?
I don't think
They
they've
did
done
Cat
cat dog.
Yes, they did. Hot Topic exclusive.
Did they do
Absolutely.
cat dog?
They absolutely did.
You're gonna see the Ren and
They're gonna-
Stimpy's. You're gonna see so many different like fire ones
Yeah,
out there.
Yeah.
Ran.
Chase version of Ren.
That Space Madness Ren and Stimpy is pretty awesome.
Look, these
Yeah,
things
these are the
are
only
really,
two other
really
than
cool.
not Chase, but
And you're
then
about
you
to
got
see like them do some pretty bad stuff. Had the cat dog. Well, I missed that one. I got the flocked cat dog. Now you're just flexing. You're just flexing over there now.
got my Ren and Stimpy's. I gotta have those Ren and Stimpy's. Are you kidding me? Those are amazing. Out of the park, amazing.
What is the
That-
Underwood? What is some of
Well,
this?
those three of them. There's one down bottom too. That's from the Percy Jackson, Grover
Yep.
Underwood, Annabella Chase, and Percy Jackson.
Haven't-
It was coming off the show that they did on Disney Plus, which was actually pretty good. I liked it.
How many different ways are they going to do Maleficent? Right? Like,
Well,
Isn't
this
it the
is
same
coming
pose?
off of the 65th
Oh, she has a
anniversary
candle.
of
Oh.
Sleeping Beauty.
She has a candle, and
I feel like Maleficent's
That's
the new
the
Darth
difference.
Vader.
that's the difference.
It is. It's very much so. But they had to do something for the 65th anniversary, since might as well.
I feel like it's the new Darth Vader, though. I'm not going to lie to you. They're Maleficent and
New
like
Darth Vader.
the new Darth Vader. We just put a candle in her hand. We're like, here she is. We put the dragon in front of something. We're like, oh, it's totally different. There's like
She's riding
fire
the
in
dragon.
front of him. No, it's the same thing. Well, I do like Aurora, but this right here, what is going on?
This is part of
Funko.
this is a movie scene from the.
That's a great movie scene. That's a great movie scene. They're gonna have it like
What?
There's going to be a lot of people that are going to miss
You don't
this.
know
There's going to be a lot of
your
people that
Disney
don't.
movies?
Sleeping Beauty. I don't know no Sleeping Beauty. Does that seem like something that I would be watching?
You should.
I don't
Gotta be
have
on
children.
You
Gotta
should.
be
I'm
on
going to
top
watch
of your
Sleeping Beauty.
Disney
That's what
trivia.
I'm doing.
You don't have children?
I'd rather drink beer and play metal. I'm not watching no Sleeping Beauty. I'm
You
watching the
should
latest
watch Sleeping Beauty and play metal.
Three Body Problem.
Hey.
Watch that show.
Take some gummies and watch some
You're
Sleeping
right.
Beauty. You'll be all
While
set.
you're playing
Watching
metal.
Sleeping Beauty.
Turn the volume all the way down and see if you can make it make sense while you're playing the metal.
Play it. Turn the metal up. Put
Yeah.
the movie on.
Yes.
See if it
There you
goes
go.
to the
There you
metal.
go.
It makes
okay.
sense. With the edible and the rock.
There we go.
It
I
won't
would
take
have no
long
idea.
to be like,
And-
yeah, Sleeping Beauty.
Now, is this a soda? It looks like a soda to me. Does it look like a
No,
soda?
it's just regular pop.
Okay. An owl balancing on some rabbits holding some birds. Oh, the birds are holding up the coat. Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm. So it's supposed to look like
I think
person.
I'm with Mark just enough already, and that's how I
It's
feel
just-
with the Maleficent.
it's
Enough.
so-
Enough's enough. You just I got 2 Maleficents already, and both of them are the same Maleficent. You're not getting me anymore.
Unless
Enough's
they go
enough.
Elvira as
Prince Philip is kind of cool.
because then you get the start mixing characters. That's what you like to do. Stitches.
Yeah, that pop
everything.
looks
Well,
kind of small in that
Maleficent.
box.
It does
Oh,
look kind of
God.
small in
It
that
is.
box, but they'll tell you it's just a mock
What's
up.
she
Just a
doing?
mock up.
Prince
Like
Philip's
she was
not
using
bad.
the bathroom. Is she
Prince-
squatting?
She did look like
No,
she was
she's in the
squatting.
dress
She
that
was
she
squatting.
make for Sleeping Beauty.
Looked like she was squatting. Now that you
Had
say
a-
that.
Looked like a toilet ninja for a second.
So we
I
also
don't
got a
get
new
these
Venom
game-
coming.
These gamerverse. It's all gamerverse stuff.
That's pretty sick.
So you know that I have to get this Venom, right?
Oh,
but let
that's
me
so
let me
That's a
tell
good
you
time.
what. Well, let me tell you what's going to happen with this Venom. We're going to have everybody again saying it looks like an alien. It doesn't look like Venom. Venom is an alien.
No,
Shut up.
I'm sorry,
mean,
but there was
yeah.
one, and I think I even have the damn Carnage one.
He is an alien.
Oh God, I like those two. I like those ones. They
There
look a little
was
weird, but they're
two, a
different.
Venom and a Carnage, that had the weirdest goddamn head on them ever.
I have them.
Walmart,
I
yeah,
have
the
them.
Walmart ones.
They
Yeah,
were
they were
horrible.
good, man. I like that.
I like them.
I liked
have
them
'em.
because they were different. It wasn't the same mold. They were doing something different. And in the
They were
comic books,
butt-ass
different people
ugly.
do different comics of the characters, and they had that look.
They just tried to do a more
I don't know,
realistic
I liked
version
it.
of it. Is all
Yeah,
they did.
that's all.
They
That's all.
Just
They're
it
ugly.
it wasn't
they
a
didn't do
very
the comic book
successful
version, right? They went the movie version, not the
It-
comic book version.
and it just didn't come out in a bobblehead that great, but it was just a
Mm.
realistic version of it. But listen to me, this is what everybody's gonna say when this one comes out. It doesn't look like
tentacles.
Venom. Why does it have so many hands? It has 5 extra
Those
teeth than what
tentacles, it's
Venom
not-
really has in it. That tongue,
He's got
that,
dreadlocks.
that tongue doesn't even look accurate to like what Venom really looks like. And what did they do with his eyes? Just shut up. It's Venom. He looks different every time. Every
He's
time he
awesome.
looks different. Never
Yeah, yeah.
seen him look the same in any movie they made.
No,
And that's what's gonna happen
know
with
about
this
them,
one. I'm
that's all I
I'm
thought.
getting this one. I might get 5 of them just so that I can like wave him around where everybody's talking about how bad he is. Just
I
like
even
and
like the
stack 'em all
Mech
behind
Wars
me.
Venom.
What's
The
that?
Mech Wars Venom is
That's
awesome.
right.
Like,
I like all the Venom. Every
all
one
the
of them.
Venoms.
Every one of them. It's so
Harry
funny
Osborn.
to me.
This
That
is
Everybody
the
hates
Harry
the Mech
Osborn
Wars.
version. I didn't even pick up on that until
Yeah, Harry
I didn't realize
Osborn.
this is the Harry Osborn version.
Yeah, it's the Harry Osborn. It's just so funny to me. Every time they come out with a Venom, it's like everybody suddenly becomes comic experts, and, and they've become Venom.
His
This
eyes
is-
don't look like that.
It's one of the few characters where I've seen
Different
people
pattern.
like so like go at it so hard. They're
Those
like,
teeth
that's,
look gnarly.
that's not it. And I'm like,
Love
oh man, you gotta be joking. But it's the only character that I can think of people like go straight at.
But see, they did. Of course, like Funko always does. That's a strike. Where's the chase? Where's the glow in the dark
They
chase
don't
for
do
that Venom?
chases anymore.
I
Where's the
agree
glow
with
in the
you.
dark chase for that Venom?
They missed the
teeth,
marker on
the eyes.
chases.
Oh, they totally missed the mark. The
But I
freaking
think they're doing it on
thing on the
purpose. Right?
chest. Stupid.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
they don't do chases anymore, man.
I think they quit doing them because they feel like they make more money off the NFTs and they still want to push you into buying the NFT. Is what I. It's
there's
the
thousands of videos where everybody bought. We're doing a chase roulette. I mean, how many
Yeah.
you're selling unnecessarily selling
I
which
agree
they
with
have
you.
to sell on the secondary market. So you're just beefing up your line by doing the chases. They're so
I
just
agree
beyond
with
me.
you.
I
I think
agree.
that they're
It's
I think that they've messed up so long ago.
We love that.
I feel like Funko messed up. You know, they quit putting one chase in every box, which is also the messed up
You can get
thing.
six. Just
Mr. Mark, I feel your pain. Me either. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. It's not something that I'm ever going to get into. He says they should have made the tongue longer, but the box window would have to be extended probably. But there's always something really
charged
funny.
extra then.
I always find it funny
Deluxe.
though. Every time it's a Venom, for some reason, like everyone comes out in like groves about like the Venom pop, and I don't ever understand it. You could do it with Spider-Man, you could do it with Batman, you could do that literally with every pop they make. You could be like, well, that's not really accurate because that one right there should have like had his head not so big. You don't say. They're bobbleheads. But anyways, this Harry Potter, like on his like playing whatever that little game is that they
on
played.
Nimbus 2000.
Yeah, on that little broomstick, his kickstarted broomstick. This one with the Harry Potter fans is going to be big, right? This is they're coming out with some cool Harry Potter stuff as well, and that's why I say Funko has kind of like found, I don't know who they've hired that is giving them some advice, but somebody is like, hey, let's go this way. I can also say this though, and I'm gonna say this, and if it offends anybody, I don't really give a shit. Mike Becker is in his latest videos, he's really calm.
He's still
compared to some of his other videos. And he looks like he's actually gained a little weight. Now, call me crazy, but there's some people that could like draw like a correlation there as to like what the speculation would be. But I watched his latest video and he wasn't screaming. He wasn't all over the place. He didn't look sweaty. And he looked like he was a little healthier. He gained some weight. He was talking in a way that I would listen. That's not typically like what you've seen from him in the last few years. So you can draw whatever correlation you want, but the line I'm drawing is surely my own opinion. But I'm normally pretty good at that. This right here, I don't really know like what these characters are, but I do know that once again this is going to be a Harry Potter like line, and this is going to be like has to be a new one. I've never seen that character. And then we have Ron Weasley here, where this is also going to be like a pretty big character. So Funko has done some cool stuff, but check this one out. That's not even the best one I think they've done, even though you have all of these new, like this gentleman right here passed away not too long ago, unfortunately. Rip. He passed away. But check this out. This one right here, what? I don't know if y'all are a Harry Potter fan, but my daughter is
that
like,
I remember because
that was a good scene. That's actually a decent cover. I like that.
This
For
one,
a Harry
right
Potter fan,
here,
a must have, absolute must have. Series
that's
Black
going to
poster.
be really cool.
I mean,
Mr. Mark says I can never find a chase anymore. Yeah, I don't even think they make them anymore.
just
Taking
go to
some
Five
good
Below.
stuff. I mean, maybe you can draw whatever correlation you like. Cloned. I don't think he was cloned, but you can draw whatever line you'd like. But this is what I'd ask you to do. Go back 6 months ago and watch this video. Better yet, go back where it's him and Corey. What's his name? Corey Feldman. Go watch him and Corey Feldman on Instagram, and then watch his latest Instagram. And I'll bet there's a 15-pound weight difference, no sweat, and he's not screaming at the microphone. Just watch him, and then you tell me. You make your own conclusion.
You can tell he's thinking before he speaks, because when the dude comes in, because it's everything's scripted. So like when the guy initially comes in and interrupts because he was going to do his snack review.
Right.
This we're talking about, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when the first guy, he kind of pauses for a second, and it's just it felt a little awkward at first.
Yeah.
Then he got going, but you can tell he's like thinking about what he's going to say before he says it. To where before that man would just say whatever. So now he's actually mentally like,
look, I didn't even think about that until I watched this last video, and I said, man, he's got a little weight on him, looking pretty good. I said, looking good.
Clearly,
and he was thinking, he was talking clear, and I was like, hold on. I was like,
I
hold
noticed
on.
that because when the guy comes in with the poster thing to show him,
I was like,
he's
now everything makes sense. I was like, hold on. All those other ones make sense all of a sudden. I don't know. Look, you make your own, like, you make your own opinions. I don't know. I was just pointing it out. Just pointing it out. But now that I'm just pointing it out, y'all got to check this one out as well. So there's going to be a chase variant, because we're talking about chase variants, that's going to be really hot. And I'm going to throw this out there, because if you're not into like One Piece and you just want to make a quick dollar, we know that the Funko community is really just a bunch of flippers that every once in a while find something that they keep in their collection, no matter,
you're a closet flipper. We
yeah, I
should
mean,
do a little commercial where
regardless as that we want to admit it or not, it's true. 90% of the community flips pops, and then they later get, and then they get mad at other people. They're like, I can't believe you were doing that. You just because I got there before you did. What do you mean? You're mad because I got there before you did? Like, you were doing the same thing. This one right here, this Laffy Chase, is going to be fire. This one,
fire, dude.
This one's going to be fire if you have a chance to like get your hands on this chase. And if you're a One Piece collector, look, I've never watched One Piece. I'd be damned if I don't have One Piece pops, because I somehow became a One Piece collector because they got some really cool characters though. Like Boogie the Clown, that thing is fire.
Yeah,
I mean, they got some really cool characters. So this is one of them I don't know a whole lot about, but I do know if I find one out in the wild, I'll be putting it on the secondary market for sale. Telling you that in advance, right? I mean, it would be going on my whatnot for sale. If you see this one out there, this is one of them. You just pick it up and you either make a really awesome trade with it, or you keep it in your collection and watch it go down in value.
Now, what do you think? Is that going to be a Funko exclusive? Hot Topic? Because Hot Topic be dropping a lot of the One Piece. I don't ever see One Piece at Targets or anything. It's kind of almost exclusive.
I'd have to say that you're probably correct. It's going to be like a Hot Topic, maybe a FYE.
I hope it's a Funko, because I still to this day cannot stand Hot Topic letting us know how many chases are there. We got 3 chases. Be there. You know, don't go in the mall early.
Well, they do that because they think they're going to get, you know, people out there quickly to come get these little amounts, but it actually does the opposite.
It ruins it. I love the old hunt where I would just be able to walk in randomly on a Tuesday, and because they didn't let you know when chases or whatever was coming, and you were like, yes, boom, I got a chase. You know, they took it away. They took all the fun.
Funko took the hunt away, and I don't think I don't know if they did it on purpose or if they didn't realize they did it, but you can't. There's no point in going on hunts anymore because
I blood in the water.
I just wait for it to hit their shop. I mean, it'll hit their shop. I'll just order it offline. I never have to go to Hot Topic to get it. I never have to go anywhere to get a pop. I can just wait for it to come onto the Funko site. They ruined the whole like let me go hunt a pop because they just put it on their site. This is one of them though. My Hot Topic tells you when they're releasing them. I'm sure that this one will get released soon on Instagram. So if you'll just watch it on Instagram, they'll show you when it's coming in. They almost always have at least one chase. If you can get the security guard to let you in first. Yeah, if you can get the security guard to let you in first, you'll definitely like get it before anybody else. But you're gonna have to like get the security guard to let you in first. I believe on this.
Grease a couple palms.
Yeah, you're gonna have to grease some pops. Yeah, I mean.
Oh God.
So here's the funny thing, and this is my problem with Target, is that you go to Target and either the employees are complete dicks. They're either complete dicks, right? They're like, we may or may not have them in the back. I don't know
yet.
Don't give a shit, man. I gotta get with my corporate office and find out if I can bring them out here. And it's like, I thought you said you didn't have them. Well, I don't know if I have them. So, or you walk in there 2 weeks before it's supposed to be released and they're all on the shelves, or you walk in there and they're behind the counter and you say, can I get one of those? And they go, well, I've got these on hold for 15 people. 15 people? Wait, what? I mean, why do you have them on hold?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I went around all that nonsense because I just immediately like forced friendship onto those people.
That's right. Candyman said he just got 6 of them to make sure he's getting a chase. Now you're talking
Candyman
about
will get that
that
chase.
one. I
I
mean,
know he will
we
get that chase.
sell the rest of them, flip that one for $150, make you a little bit of money, and walk away from it. That's what I'm talking about. You got this. You got this. We're not going to pretend like that's not what the majority of the people do.
No, I mean, I got some of the Target employees. Well, they'll text me pictures of like, "Hey, we just got these," and let me know ahead of time. I mean, it's the game, man. You just got to be nice. Can't be frustrated because they hate their job. They hate your job, and I know what you're thinking. Well, if you hate your job, why don't you quit? Get another job. But that's, it's life. It's life, and and me as a person that works for a living, sometimes I'm not in the mood to deal with people either. You know what I mean? So you got to think of it in that perspective. Yeah, they're aggravated.
Let me tell you the problem with retail. I'm going to tell you the problem,
man.
Let me tell you the problem.
Friends with them.
So I can tell you the problem with retail. Let me help you out with the problem with retail. I was in the jewelry department one time. Walmart doesn't. If Walmart has a jewelry department, they will put a battery in your watch as long as you bought the watch from them. So if you bought the watch from Walmart, they'll put a battery in it. I was one of the few people at the store that actually knew how to put a watch in a battery because I had played with all of those tools long enough that I just figured out how to do it. So I would help people when they come to get their watch, and this guy comes over to the counter, says, I need a he has all of his Harley gear on. I mean, he's surely a hardened biker with his $2,000 in Harley gear on. And he hands me a watch, and it's a Harley watch. And he says, I need a battery in this. And I looked at it and said, oh, I can't put a battery in that. And I handed it back to him. And he says, well, why can't you put a battery in it? And I said, well, Walmart won't allow us to put batteries in anything that they didn't sell because they've gotten a lawsuit before for breaking a really expensive watch. So now they won't allow us to do it. You'll have to take that to a jeweler to get it done. This dude starts cussing me out. And now I'm getting pissed because I just don't deal well with people cussing me out. I've taken the vest off and I set it down on the counter and I'm walking toward him as he's backing up. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You don't have to leave now. You're cussing me out. I just work here, but I can get fired too. And
we walk outside.
Yeah. So he is aggressively backing away from the door. And at this point, he's started getting security to try and get in between me and him. That is the problem with Walmart. That is the problem. When people are constantly cussing the employees out, this is another thing people do. They try and tell you they know the handbook. In the handbook, it says not a singular employee at Walmart has ever seen the damn handbook. They don't have one. Well, it's a mythical creature.
Here's my question. A person that worked at Walmart when they were starting to put them in. Of course, a lot of these retailers now are starting to roll back these ideas of self-checkout, even though my Walmart has replaced most of the checkouts with these self-checkouts, and now are starting to regret it. Now they want people to pay for Walmart Plus to check out their own food.
Yeah.
Pay
for speedy checkout.
I've got to say that some employees somewhere said, you know what? I called this shit.
So I can tell you like what Walmart does so many things to like secure their store that people really don't have an idea. So one of the things is there's cameras that's on those self-checkouts, and that actually like monitors the what you're scanning, and the camera are actually like AI together, and they're monitoring that the item you scanned is either not coming up to the correct price based on the image the camera's getting. And Walmart is so sophisticated, they will charge your card after you leave. So you leave, and if you didn't scan all of your items, it will charge you for the amount that you didn't charge. And check this out. If you try and come back,
people are figuring a loophole because they were losing millions.
Well, that's people pushing carts out. That's what's happening there. But people would come back and they'd say, you charged me an extra $150. And they'd say, oh, cool. Wait right here while they called the cops to like come like get you for stealing. I mean, so Walmart is so sophisticated when it comes to that stuff. People honestly like have no clue like how sophisticated they are.
Though, it's like, they're saying that they expect some strength, but they're losing millions on these things.
Yeah, I mean, look, so the problem is, and this is a legitimate problem, man, and it's a legitimate problem. People treat Walmart employees, and I'm sure Target's the same way. They treat them so badly. People come in there and they think it's Burger King and they get cussed out. Look, I have a buddy
One
that
of my
still works
buddies.
at the front end. He's the
Water, man.
front end manager at a Walmart very close to me, and he's still at the front end. And just the other day I seen him and we were talking about how life's going because we haven't seen each other in so long. And he said that if he only gets cussed out once a day, it's a good day. Is exactly what he said to me. He said, "Well, I've only been cussed out once a day. Today's a good day." I mean, and that's how common it like honestly is. I mean, it's that common that people come in there and for whatever
Yes.
reason they're so entitled that they believe that the employee is the one that's somehow hurt them when that's not the case.
You're in. See, and that's your in. That's what I've preached this for years, and I always get my way with the Target employees, with the Walmart employees. They see your face on a regular basis. Don't be a one-time Willie a month guy. Go in there 2-3 times a week for a month. Make sure they see your face. Wave at them. Don't ask them about Funko. Hey, buddy, and just keep on walking.
Mr. Mark's so right about this one.
I'm
He's so
telling
right
you, man.
about this one. That's the problem,
There's
right? That is
everybody around the
that
counter.
is seriously the problem with Walmart is
You
the
just
fact
be
that
nice to people.
the
man.
customers are just complete
Oh,
They're
I-
dicks.
all the time.
They're
All
dicks
the time.
all the time.
Who would buy
And,
these right here?
You start feeling. Tell me if, as an employee, you wouldn't feel bad if the nice guy kept, just you kept seeing the guy, and eventually, he asks you about Funko, and you're just kind of a dick to him, right? And then the next time, but he's still nice the next time you see him. Now you're gonna start feeling guilty for being a dick to that guy, right?
Oh no, my Walmart, we hooked people up all the time.
Exactly. So you just that's what I'm saying. There's a loophole
all the time.
around
Yeah, we hook
that.
people
I
up
mean,
all the time.
It does suck though, as a regular hunter. That when
Who
they're
would
just-
buy these boots? I'm on it. I hope they do.
Whoever's got Flintstone feet.
I want them. This is the Mario boots. This
Are
is
they Mario boots?
yes. So Red Wing is scheduled to produce the Mario boots. So this is going to be the Mario
my
boots.
fat
And the
feet
Mario.
ain't fitting in those things.
I want them.
I want to see somebody run
I'm game.
in those
If these
boots.
things come out, I'm making a whole video of me walking around in them. I gotta have them.
Run.
I gotta
Run,
have them. I'm gonna
Forrest,
jump
run.
higher, run faster than I've ever run
That'd be the
before.
whole thing.
You know how high I'm gonna jump? Have you ever seen Mario jump? Shit, 10 foot
Only
tall.
after he eats a mushroom.
Mario boots.
Easy. Magic mushrooms are gonna be
Like a
everywhere.
loaf of bread.
Everywhere. What? Are you joking? I can't wait. It's like, let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
I
God.
can't wait for these things. I hope that they come out sooner than later, but seriously, Red Wing is talking about making a limited run of the Mario boots from the Mario movie. I have to have these if they come out with them. It's a necessity. Run faster, jump higher Mario boots. You're probably
Those
even
are
going to be
PF
like,
Flyers.
Luigi.
That's the logo for PF Flyers, damn it.
No, it's Red Wing. 100% I'm on the
PF
Red Wing site. I am on the Red Wing site with the Mario boots for sure. I'm not pulling your leg. Look at that. Got the Mario like everything. I'm
How
not
much
pulling.
space between the top of your foot and the top of that shoe?
I don't even care.
They've got to be releasing them in small shoe sizes because my 12 shoe size is not going to work.
That is insane. Oh my God.
Hold on, let me mute this one. Here we go. You ready for this? Gonna get your Mario boots. Got to mute the sound though. You don't want to get dinged. Oh, they're just gonna like show a part of the movie. Is that all they're doing? No, they're showing.
No, we're gonna make these boots.
Look, see, I'm not even messing with you.
And you even got a crooked ass foot too. Like,
Yes, Mario, Luigi.
What are we going to make the Sonic the Hedgehog ones next?
I hope so. I'll buy those too.
some Sonic Reds. Let's
I'm
go.
down. Buy those too.
Oh, look.
What? You wouldn't buy these? Are you serious with me? How many people would buy these? There's 90
Handmade
of
by
them.
our-
I don't think they're
90 of
making those in 12.
Was that?
I don't think they're making them in 12. They ain't
This
gonna fit
lady's
my-
been making boots since she was a child.
I'm telling you, they're making these.
Look at this.
Gonna
Hand
get me a pair.
stitched. Hand stitched.
Gonna get me a pair of these right here, probably hand stitched by little kids in China. Is probably what's gonna happen. You see how little that hand was.
Oh, we're getting some layers going.
Their video making is pretty shitty. Though. They should hire somebody else for this one. It's pretty
the
slow.
hammer.
Why are they so slow in the video? It's like, man, y'all gotta like move faster than this. That's not gonna work for people that watch TikTok. That's too slow.
Oh, for sure.
You're not moving fast enough.
Yeah, that's just too much B-roll.
Yeah, that's too much B-roll. Y'all got to start. Look, why do we care about her face and the one string?
There you go. Just stick to the stitch.
Candyman, you are right. That is coming to Japan, but it's also coming out here to Orlando. The new Diddy Kong or Donkey Kong ride is actually coming out here to Orlando as well.
Here we go.
Oh, we're steaming it. We got to mold it.
We're about to have it. You're about to see it.
Oh, there we go. Where's the Pac-Man shoes?
About to get some nails in it though.
Oh, look at this
big ass ugly shoe.
It's gonna be
cool though.
This whole boy's been, weeks. Two different. It's like a team.
Luigi's gonna be green.
Look at this shit.
Look at this shoe.
Team. Now you notice there was a chick at first, and now we got this guy. So it's like a team.
Look at the size of this shoe. What is this thing made for? Like gorillas or something?
A horse.
Johnny
on a
horse. What's poppin'? Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. What is this for? Like the size? Look at the size of this thing.
I want to see a horse wear those.
That coming out of that.
Look at the shoelaces on that thing.
That shot coming out of that loophole was pretty fire, though. That took a really expensive lens to do that one. Look at the size.
Put him on a donkey.
Whoa! Gotta have me those. Those things would be cool. Check that out. Come on, man. Y'all are killing me.
Man.
Killing me.
Whoever buys those should be beaten with a stick.
Don't beat me with a stick, man. I'm gonna buy one. Each probably each shoe gets his own box. You have to buy them left and right, like separately. You get one left shoe and one right shoe. Look, this is what they do. The right shoe costs you $20. The left shoe costs you $340.
$340.
They'll be like, we're only selling the right shoe this week. Next week, they'll be like, the left shoe's $340.
I'm gonna get them signed and everything.
Mario, I need me that one right there, man. I have this these ideas we'll talk about after this live that I want to do that are just going to be horrible, just going to be insane. So let's see what else we got.
I did find something here that I want to bring up in honor of Chase, being the one of the original Florida men. We have found 14 greatest Florida man headlines of all time.
Oh man, here we go.
All time.
Let's go.
So of course, if it's weird, it shows up here. Number 14, Florida man throw live alligator in Wendy's drive-through window. I actually
shit.
Oh yeah,
might have beat his ass for that one. I'd have been mad about that one. Even if I didn't work there, I'd have been mad about that one. I'd have thought about all the food he just messed up.
Yeah, for sure. Messed up my order. I'm chucking a gator to you.
Even the Florida cops are getting into it. Florida cop claims Burger King put dirt on his food. Now that could be just the Florida thing, or just say it's a cop trying to buy food and they got to get him.
They're not very nice to our law enforcement here in Florida.
Inmate insists syringes pulled from rectum aren't his.
What? No, those are yours.
They trying to sneak them in. Huh?
On top of it, it says one of the most bizarre Florida tales, even though the headline doesn't actually say Florida man, an inmate had 3 syringes pulled from his rectum. He insisted they were not his after repeated questioning.
Had them in his prison wallet.
They weren't mine. He threw it in the fryer.
Number 11, drunken Florida man on Segway charged with DUI.
No. That's pretty
Actually, I think I remember this one.
Yeah.
It's just Segway. What was he going to hurt? Himself?
It's a riding vehicle.
You could definitely light somebody out.
He should have ran from him. He should have.
You ever seen Mall Cop? You haul ass on the Segway.
Should have ran from him.
And mind you, he did this right in front of the police station.
Yeah.
Should have ran from their ass. How fast are those segways? I mean, because we can only
they go
run
about
like
20.
5 miles an hour. Well,
That's what I say. They
he
all
should have just
last.
ran from their ass.
Here you go. Number 10. Florida man tries to evade arrest by cartwheeling away from the cops.
Gonna cartwheel away, buddy.
Now was he naked? Oh, that's that's
It doesn't actually say. This was in Orlando, by the way.
Well, Orlando, yeah, you don't want to be naked in front of the children, you know. Walk down there.
Florida man calls 911 and says he needs a ride to Hooters.
This might be an emergency. You never know.
Apparently, it was definitely emergency.
And
2
clear
for ones. I
misuse
gotta get there.
911.
Like, come on, man. 2 for 1 beers. Let's go. 911. I need a ride.
Maybe he didn't remember to use his Uber app. I don't know.
911.
Florida couple trapped in unlocked closet for 2 days.
Unlocked closet. They were on that fentanyl ferrets is what they were doing. They were in that fentanyl lock.
They kept trying to pull. They're supposed to push the door open.
You've seen that fentanyl lock.
It won't open. I keep trying to pull it out. It won't open.
They were fentanyl ferrets, but they were.
Number 7, Florida man posing as officer pulls over an off-duty sheriff.
That's classic Florida man.
Gonna have to pull over, sir. See, that's why I don't pull over for cops in the dark. I got to go to a gas station.
I could even add to the Florida man.
That's classic Florida man right there. All right, number 6, Florida man attempting to time travel crashes into strip mall.
Oh, he's trying to gain the speed to get poof.
I think he's trying to get up to 88 miles per hour.
There we go.
I wonder if he had one of those antennas on top of it.
Yeah, just rocking it.
He's trying to get some lightning to hit him at the same time. Did you see that conversation? I was trying to go to 2052. It's like, nah, not thinking you were getting there.
Good Lord. Let's see. Number 5. Hey, Walmart. Walmart made it. Walmart evacuated after Florida man found crawling through the ceiling.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah, well, definitely. I don't know. Might find something.
It was a DeLorean. That's right. It was a DeLorean.
Simon Crook.
He had the antenna was flapping.
Yeah.
He was trying to get to 88 before he crashed into this. Probably jumped a couple of sidewalks on his way there.
I think there might have been some gummies involved in that
For
one.
sure. He had a couple of gummies too.
Yeah.
Medical
like,
Florida.
4.
He was trying to like vacuum the yard.
Puppy shoots Florida man, deputies say.
Oh shit. That puppy went straight gangster. So I told you to quit hitting me when I was
shot his
in the
ass.
house.
Said managed to put his paw on the trigger and shoot the Florida man. Wow.
Oops.
Told you to quit
That's
messing with
some
me.
interesting training.
What he
there.
said. He said, I told you to cut that shit out. Shot his ass.
Florida man arrested for trying to get an alligator drunk.
Oh, wow. That's not
How is
cool,
he going to
so.
get the alligator drunk?
Just keep dumping beers down his throat.
Has
You just grab them by their
anybody
nose
about
and you
that?
pull back, and they'll open their mouth. And
Chase, you sound like you've done this before.
Well,
He has experience.
I mean, you sound like
I actually
like
saw
you're
that was in
speaking-
Fort Myers too. It's like right across the bridge.
It's not like you're
that
speaking
story's
from experience, though.
local.
Like you've
No, yeah, to open a gator's mouth, yeah.
you just got to open his mouth and pour the liquor down his throat.
Well, you could if you wanted to.
And then you watch him like waddle down the road.
Get all drunk as shit.
All right, number 2, Florida man in Easter Bunny brawl is a fugitive and talks about his furry fist fight.
His furry fist fight.
Furry fist fight.
Sorry, man. Easter Bunny brawl.
Hide if you look
Number
at Quick
1.
Draw. Quick Draw's
So
like, y'all
he's-
just aren't smart enough. We got to hide the fireball in the chicken when he eats it. 'Cause y'all just aren't using your brain.
Sticking it.
Just aren't using the brain. Fireball doesn't even look. Quick draw. I'm gonna tap on this one for a minute. Fireball in the United States doesn't even have alcohol in it. It has embalming fluid. We all know this. We've seen the videos. They took the alcohol out of a Fireball in the United States. It's only embalming fluid.
That's get at 7-Eleven now.
Yes, embalming fluid at 7-Eleven.
That's ridiculous.
Get that with your whippets. It's right at the same counter.
So here's number one. Florida man driving car full of stolen mail crashes into trailer full of alpacas.
Why not? Why not? Why not? So
and this just in. Wait a minute. This just in to top the number one Florida man story. Chase's Kingdom last week. Your man got pulled over. Florida man story for not speeding.
What'd you get pulled over for?
Not speeding.
What?
I'll say it again. Not speeding.
Why? Pulled over for not speeding. Why?
I'm telling you, bro. I got pulled over for not speeding. 2-lane road. Right? I'm doing the speed limit. Guy comes right up on my ass. Now, he can go around me, but he's hauling ass. White Ford undercover cop. Don't know he's an undercover cop. I don't know. I'm pulling a trailer. I'm doing my job. I'm going up the road. I'm going to be making a left. I'm in the left lane. I'm just chilling. Another car comes up next to me. We're both doing this thing. We're going back and forth. Both, mind you, doing the speed limit. A truck comes up behind him. Now, the truck bolts over to the right lane, gets on this little old lady's ass, and proceeds to honk horn, scare the shit out of the little old lady to push her to speed the hell up. Right? I'm doing 43 miles an hour because it's a 40-mile-an-hour zone, right? So you get the 40, you can do the 5 miles an hour over. Everybody knows that. We can do. I'm pulling a trailer with death chemicals behind me. I'm going 43. Okay, it's like I'm chlorine acid that'll melt your face. You know, I get in an accident, it's not going to be a good situation. So, but regardless, I'm doing the speed limit, a little above, a little below. You know, so this lady does go fast enough for this truck to immediately kind of cut me off and haul ass. So now I couldn't get over, obviously, because there's a little old lady next to me keeping pace with me. Finally, she's a little in front of me now. He hauled ass. Now I can get over. I get over. This goes by. I get back in left lane. We get to the light. We're at the light. He gets in the left lane to turn. The light turns green. I go. He gets behind me, pulls me over, and proceeds to tell me that, well, ask me, what's the law? What do you mean, what's the law? Well, what's the left lane for? I'm like,
good turn.
The faster vehicles. I mean, are you giving me a test? What's going on, man? Well, you could clearly see we were trying to go by you, and we're having, you know, that's the passing lane, the left lane, and you're going. I'm like, whoa. Before you, I wasn't speeding. I wasn't going too slow. I was doing the speed limit. Well, you should have got over. You could clearly see someone was next to me, and when I had the opportunity to get over, I got over. Yes, you did, but as soon as we got past you, you got right back in the left lane. So wait a minute, you're mad at me because I wasn't speeding? Well, yeah, you should have sped up and got out of my way.
Florida cops, man. Florida cops.
I'm telling you, Florida man story.
And that's when you go over. And that's when you go make it make sense, because that's
why I was like,
make it make sense for me.
So we're kind of having a little back and forth, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm on my way to work, like right now. Are you gonna give me a ticket or not? Well,
I just did for what?
You need to know. I'm like, because okay, yeah, well, you've educated me clearly, so can I go? You just need to make sure you remember that. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Have a good day, Captain. You can go now. What'd you say? I'm just saying, have a good day.
That's right.
Oh, that's typical Florida cops.
Wasted 15 minutes of my time on the side of the road to tell me I should have been speeding and got out of his damn way.
I'm never getting back. This 15 minutes of my life you took that I'll never get back.
I'm sorry. That's a great Florida man story. Watch out when you're down here, because you'll get pulled over for not speeding.
Chase, I could tell you like horror stories.
Actually, have you ever seen on, I think he's mainly on TikTok, a guy named OG Smithwicks? and he's like
I like the name.
all he does is like Florida stuff about living in Florida and how
Oh yeah,
new
what's
people
going on
freak
out
out.
here?
Yeah, that
Glad I
dude,
brought my
he's
flip
absolutely
phone.
hilarious. Because he do these things about what Floridians do, like we don't use our blinkers. We don't do we don't use blinkers because we can't let the person on the side of us know our next move or something like that. It's funny as shit.
Can never let them know your next move.
Can't let them know that you
Never,
need your next move.
never let them know. Chase, what you got going on next week?
What do I got going on next week? You can look forward to hanging out with me and Bearded Barbarian co-host Chase's Kingdom for an all-new Barbarian Horde with Mama J and friends. We never know who's going to stop by, but it's usually, we got guests here and there, but normally we have JKL, awesome, and Race Chaos usually stops by. So you guys should definitely check it out Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Should have hit him with meow.
You should have hit him with meow.
Meow.
She hit him with a meow. Meow.
Meow.
I
Meow.
love that damn movie. Oh my god.
Meow.
I've seen 1,000. I love that movie. But
Chris, what you got going on next week, brother?
Absolutely nothing. I don't
Or you can catch me mornings, Saturdays, sometimes for Morning Brew Funko Review. That's how we say it. Morning Brew Funko Review on Chase's Kingdom, 11 a.m. Eastern time.
I always forget to hit on that every now and then. I just
hang out, man.
Saturdays. I think we did go out to the Hollywood Studios on Saturday. Of course, I poked in and
just pop in.
I had to flex on Wayne on his live that we went and rode over at Star Wars Land, and kind of we found the stormtroopers. We're trying to find Mando, but we couldn't find him.
Oh man,
no.
Well, I want to see that build a saber video soon. So,
what's funny was we the kids. We didn't go on the actual Batu rides in Star Wars. We went on Star Tours because there was like a 5-minute wait. So we went on Star Tours, and I told my youngest, "Hey, it's just a ride simulator. It just moves around a little bit." She's kind of freaked out. And she's 6, so we put her on here. She sat right next to my wife. She was like clutched to my wife's arm the entire ride. And my oldest absolutely loved it. We went around a second time and did it again.
Hell yeah!
It was fun. And like I said, I probably shouldn't have been on rides, but I really didn't care at that point.
Well, you got to live life to its fullest,
So, what about you, Wayne?
What you got going on, man?
What's the Candyman got going on?
I got nothing going on, man. Nothing.
I heard you upgraded. You got two. You got two things now.
I have 2 machines running now, nonstop. So we got 2 of them running nonstop now. We're still running out of inventory every day.
Come on, tease him. Show him what you were showing me earlier.
Oh, we
guys,
experimented.
You have no idea what Wayne's got coming.
Peanuts. The circus peanuts will be coming soon. These are going to be called D circus nuts.
D circus nuts.
D circus nuts.
You gotta get on them saltwater taffy.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come check out our lives, Chase. If you haven't come and check out our lives,
I haven't had a chance, man. I really haven't had a chance. I'm always busy.
We go about lunchtime, and then we go about 8 p.m. or so, and we have a really good time doing it.
So your wife's in charge of Disney trivia on your lives now?
I don't know who's doing what now. I show up anymore.
I go in and just like to poke at people. Some people in there kind of get it, and some people are like, "You're just mean." I'm like, dude, I'm just joking around.
Yeah, some people don't get it. They don't get it.
Yeah, some people can get sensitive. You know how that goes. Yeah. I have a video coming out Friday that's going to be different. It is going to be Funko related for everybody out there that quit watching my videos that aren't Funko related. This is for you. This is for you. If you quit watching my videos that weren't Funko related, that was for you. If you want to see one, if you want to see one, come over there this Friday. I have one. This is something that's going to be funny. You could take it serious if you want. I say that you take it serious because it's a fun video, but you could just have fun with it and laugh, or you could take it serious and tell me that it's not real 1,000 different times, because y'all all know that I've done fun things before, like cut Funko's heads off and found brains. I mean, so I have one coming up that's going to be kind of cool.
Nice.
I say, come hang out with me. If you didn't see that one, you should have seen that one. I did that one a long time ago,
Yeah, I
right? I
remember
cut
that
Funko's head off, and there was a brain inside of it. And to this day, people still ask me if that was real. Yeah, that was real. What is wrong with y'all?
Hey, happy Easter, everybody! Happy Easter!
Yeah, guys,
I actually had a coworker of mine come
That's
into my office one day with a video of, I think it might even be
Yeah, it's
yours,
real.
I don't
Of
know.
course, there's a brain in
But
there.
it was, they showed like, oh, you know, Funko have brains. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
get the fuck
100%.
get out of my office. No, they
3D
don't.
printers make
Get
those
out.
too, but
Get out right
Just get out.
yeah, I mean 3D printers make brains too, but you know, hey, whatever. It always kills me when people are like, there's no cut in the edit. No, they were just that good that you didn't catch the cut in the edit. It was there. You just didn't catch
You
it.
just, yeah. They got hot skills. You didn't
We
see it.
appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you
Oh,
next
yeah,
week.
man.
over on
Thank you for
Chris's
having
channel,
me.
guys.
Hails from the
Thank you
kingdom.
very much, Chase. Appreciate it. Have a good one, guys.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
You guys are gonna
What's
have to
up?
put this in the description. You know, I'm gonna leave this show tonight a little worse off, I think, quite honestly, than where we began. Everybody is watching this and watching this on the replay. You are now dumber and less important in life because of what has transpired here this evening. We apologize for what's going on right now. I'm gonna try to pretend like none of this happened.
Oh,